what we're gonna need that for?
Those drawing tools are amazing.
Yeah, they're great for laying lines, angles, circles, you know, anything geometric. It's pretty meticulous, but I prefer it to freehand.
Can you draw anything with those tools?
They're great for ordered, complex forms and patterns, but they won't help me do Monet.
Yeah, first time part-wise. And this is the remastered version.
Nice drawing of the cathedral.
Hey, thanks.
It's really precise.
Veru
Well, I'm
suggested
an
I play
architectural
it.
student, actually. It's good practice.
Do you mind if I watch you?
Be my guest.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of people had issues with the original game. Pixel hunting. I wonder if I can show him anything like these. No, that. Because it's got lines on it.
That doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Is there any way you can reconstruct the whole pattern from these partials?
The pattern is probably circular, and there's some repetition in the elements. Okie dokie. Well, I think there's an area missing. If you could get me any more of these, I'll see what I can do.
I've got that one.
I have another one of those patterns.
Really? Let's see. Yeah, this is great. I think there's enough overlap now. I'll give it my best shot. I'll show you what I come up with tomorrow.
Great. I appreciate it.
You did try to gently coax you into this version when you were starting, but alas, you didn't do it. I have actually picked up the other two. This is my partner's copy. I think I got them. I got them on GOG. Yeah, I picked up the other two off Good Old Games. So, you have colonoscopies that were more gentle than the original colonoscopies. So.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Spoiled by modern gaming. Yep, we sure are. Too many quality of life things these days. Oh, we're getting another cutscene to the burning of the witches. Ghosts and goblins. I've played a few goblins games. Is Ghosts and Goblins? What's that then? It's a run and gun platform video series. 1985. If it was on console, I don't remember it. Dark Souls of the 80s. So was it on 1985? I haven't played any of them. Oh, right. Okay, so it was on the Commodore 64, Amiga and ZX Spectrum. As well as other consoles.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also checked out Casino. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Great. Thanks.
I see there's a Ghosts and Goblins Gold released in 2008
Now,
using
are
Java.
you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Malia Getty, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
All the stars out tonight.
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested. She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
You underestimate the Knight family's tragic poet samurai appeal. When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
Dark Souls was trying to
I always
extract as many
suspected there was
imaginary
something
quarters from you as
fishy in your
possible.
family tree.
Okay.
But seriously, I think you should be careful.
Meow, Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called jealousy, my dear. And you're right, you should be jealous of Malia Getty. As should every woman on this planet.
I just... never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands. And soon.
Okay, let's have a read of the newspaper. Is this? Oh, this is a photograph page.
Somewhere there's a Norlands phone book missing one of its C pages.
Okay, so we've got phone numbers here. It's strange all the numbers are very close together, isn't it?
Times dated June 20th, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change your course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
Right, so which, have we got a phone here? Yeah, there's a phone there. Right, so we could phone these numbers. Um, 555 127 122 128 123. I think it was them, wasn't it? She was on about. I have a friend who has a medical degree from Tulane, or maybe it's just her pre-med degree. Right, so I need to phone them until I get the right one.
Gabriel would rather use the phone in his studio
Okay,
for privacy.
let's head through here. I presume this is the studio. No, a surgeon. Right, so can I just do, or do I have to press the numbers? Can I click? No, okay. Let's try that again.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording. The number you have dialed has been disconnected. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording. The number you have dialed has been disconnected. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording.
Why do they need the... This is a recording. People start talking back to the person.
The number you have dialed has been disconnected. Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording.
So they're all disconnected. That's not much good. Is that still on my calendar? Was that part-wise? MS Paint said he might team up today and play some Warhammer Darktide. But I haven't heard from him, so I wasn't sure if he was streaming today. I couldn't see him streaming. We were going to test out, because I've had to set up like a dual microphone setup. But I don't think it doesn't look as he's on today, so, and I haven't heard from him. I'll arrange something another day. You remember your dad phoned a Norwegian friend once and he started chatting away. Hello, Knut, it's David. And then realised it was his answer for which game, Veru? Oh, there's a 0. I didn't dial the numbers right. Darktide, okay.
Hello.
Is this the Casino residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't have it, but my son has it, so I was going to play his copy. So... but the MS Paint offered to team up just to check out everything at my end was working.
Hi, Casino residence.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Casino was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Right, next one.
Hello?
Hello, I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet.
That's her.
Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that's the 128. That's definitely her though.
Casino residence, may I help you?
Hi, you've won a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore.
No soliciting, please.
Okay. So it's that one there, A customer. Can I phone her back? Just to annoy her?
Yes?
Hello, I'm calling from the Dixieland
No,
drugstore.
same thing.
We have an order for you.
Hush, Castro.
Talk to Grace about it.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sure, I'm the one that gave it to you, remember?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they are interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Let's head on over. Yeah, I saw the MS Paint playing Dark Tide. It looked pretty good. I haven't played at all. Why have we got a drummer here now?
Hey,
The drummer looks at Gabriel but says nothing in return.
You! Give me back my badge! Now, Knight!
sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? You borrow it again, and your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. He's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square pushing coke. He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. Have you been present at the so-called voodoo rituals?
I don't know nothing. Alright, I told you.
Come on now. You can tell me.
Oh,
Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
he did actually message me this
I
morning.
can't say nothing. You gotta let me go.
Relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were in plain clothes.
Plain clothes. Like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. You tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you into the witness protection program. But you gotta earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
Oh, by now they know I'm here. It's different when I'm supposed to come here. Oh, if I can send a message. Yeah. Tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's freaking useless. Just take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I'll tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum. Damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn, we can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. You know, for the book, I mean. Hey, maybe you could punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction. That's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Talk to Mosley.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
So I'm just messaging them as Bent. Gabriel's right shoulder, yeah. There. Can we show him that? No. Can I show him that?
That doesn't seem to work that way.
No. I want to show him the codes. These things.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Okay. What we're doing? Mosley isn't as bad as Interrogations. I thought he was kind of a hard ass really, but this guy crashed terrified of his bosses, whoever they are. Real twitchy. Kept muttering about how he'd be in trouble because this time he wasn't supposed to be at the police station. Okay. Looks like we can get in that desk drawer.
There's no reason to go.
I wonder if we can ask him. I wonder if we can increase the temperature again in the room. I want to have a look in that desk drawer.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
Gabriel decides to give Mosley a break
Oh.
and not change the temperature again.
Okay. So what are we doing? Where are we going? Oh yeah, the Tulane University.
It looks like the lecture.
Was that one of the biggest Pixel Hunt issues, was it?
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading, under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word Voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of these subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits, instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all these spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common.
Yeah, sometimes they're pretty good in sort of making
And the Loa,
them stand out a bit more, aren't they?
would be adopted readily into the conquered tribes'
Slightly
law.
different art style sometimes, or just highlighted with a border.
Spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief
A
system
brighter colour.
and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices. Animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental
Yeah, it does,
spirits
doesn't
in
it?
the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. This is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god, Ezuli, the mistress of love, Papa Nebo, or Gede, the lord of death, Awe, the spirit of water, Legba, spirit of the crossroads, and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri.
That's because he's called Bad.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called hound falls. their priests Haungan or Bokors, their priestesses Mamaloa. In a Voodoo Houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a Poto Metan. During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mamaloa, or head priestess. The use of totems, or animal masks and markings, was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves included the ritual gourd, or asan, the ritual knife, or kubasa,
That knife gives me the chills.
the ritual whip, or fouetcache, and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mamaloa for specific magical rituals. The Mamaloa is the most powerful figure in any Voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mamaloa is the supreme woman. She goes out of her house at night, sees many things, and tries to get butterflies, and at night again she sees other things.
Is Gabriel falling asleep, is he? Or he's dreaming again.
Gabriel?
What? Can't see.
Cut purring.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel. Hide.
No! Let me out! Help!
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Can we talk to you? Can we show him that?
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
He seems very sure of himself. Can I show him that?
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't. Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you've already interrupted and slept through my lecture, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
And ask about this.
Do you know what Capli Sanko means?
Cabri Sancourt? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in Voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Okay.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African Voodoo religions.
Tell me about Ogun Badagri.
Ogun Badagri is one of the Patroloa. The Patroloa are much more violent than the Radaloa. Some people believe the Patroloa originated in Haiti, but I have found some evidence that the Patroloa were African as well, though worshipped only by a small Voodoo tribe, and a very bloody one.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most Voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible, if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Ezuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loire, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Houngan tremble before possession by one of the more violent Loire, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that Loire will simply take it for themselves.
I want to talk about this Vives. That was the
Do you know
pattern.
anything about Veves?
Vives.
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
Yeah, but you could still tell me now. Okay. You've just got Discord and War to run. Oh. That's good. Are you going to be streaming that random?
Okay, thanks.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
Right, where to? So this is the ritual, yeah. We need the knife. I mean, we know where all this stuff is, because it was at this, quite possibly I just wanted to play it, but considering streaming, yeah, I would watch you play that.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
See, he's got a knife up there, look.
Gabriel doesn't want anything to do with that knife.
Okay, Partwise, enjoy your food. Thanks for being here.
The voodoo shrine is filled with items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
I couldn't actually do much here.
That doesn't work.
It wouldn't be much of a voodoo museum without a voodoo doll.
Is that a hand up there? Let's talk to him again.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I do not believe so.
Isn't he one of the Loire?
Perhaps. I am not familiar with some of the more obscure Haitian and African lore.
Windows 95 emulator, okay. That's interesting to know.
The pole is according to Hartridge, that pole in the center of the room is called a potomatan. Gabriel has no interest in the noisy fan at the moment.
I could put it on previously. Last time I tried it was Nightmare. This time someone's released a fix. Okay. I want to go back to the shop.
Hi.
We'll need to get that mask, won't we? As part of
Can
the
I ask
ritual.
you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
We don't have.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Like the ones in the voodoo rituals they do for the tourists?
Right.
They curiosities, no? This a curio shop.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
I'm not sure what I am meant to be doing. Yeah, we don't know where she lives. I like the fact you can get hints like this if I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get Professor Hartress to talk to me. I need to get a restructured and Vive pattern. Oh, I could show him this, couldn't I?
Willy Walker might not like the idea of Gabriel trying to track down one of his customers.
Yeah, random. He's a fellow Scot. Very good streamer. Nice, casual, relaxing stream. Bit like yourself, Johnny. So how are we gonna... We need a phone book or something. Well, we've done the phone book. Can we phone again? We can't go there yet, can we? Let's go try and talk to him again, see if we can't. Oh yeah, I mean it, so... Let's, what can we show him? Can we show him the murder? What about this flyer? He probably wouldn't be happy at that, would he?
Can you tell me?
I haven't looked into it. I'll have to look into that scum
I'm
MVM.
afraid I can't.
I can't remember having used it in the past, so I shall look into that.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my lecture hall.
I think I've probably raided Johnny when you were watching at one point random.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight. I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
Oh, no.
Fine.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I've read about them in the papers. I must admit to some interest. But according to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans...
I could show him the photo, couldn't I?
...treat voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
Let's show him the photo. Can I do that? Let's exit. We show him this.
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is a serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph, except for the corpse, of course, but the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia, it reminds me of certain black voodoo practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand.
Really? Interesting. Thanks.
That's probably where I've come across it then, Cinnamon. because I do have quite a few GOG games. I was installed Might and Magic 6, 7 and 8, but I was having issues getting them to run. They were all from GOG. One of them ran okay, but I couldn't get the other two to run. I can't remember which one I got working. It was probably 6. Okay, so we've got some hints from him now. So anything in the sketchbook we could show him?
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid
No.
I can't.
Yeah, I think it was the GOG version I ran, Johnny. When I was playing that. Look at the scale.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I'm afraid I can't.
That's probably about as much as we can get out of him, isn't it?
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will.
Black voodoo.
Tell me what you mean by black voodoo.
Well, like any religion, the beliefs can tend toward positive or negative ends, can be used for good or evil. Christianity, for example, has its doppelganger, Satanism. Anytime you attempt to set up an icon to explain evil, you invite some warped mind to worship it. The same is true of voodoo. There are those who are drawn by and desire personal power from the darker, bloodier Loa.
Can you give me an example?
All right. There is a very secret, very dark cult in Haiti called the Cult des Morts, Cult of the Dead. Their primary Loa is Papa Nebo, Loa of the cemetery. They practice a particularly disgusting form of necromancy, magic using the dead. They dig up corpses and use their decaying bodies for
RPG Wanderer, welcome to the channel.
purposes.
Yeah, this is the 20th anniversary remaster version. Okay, Random. Thanks for dropping it past. I'm just going to be streaming for a little bit longer, I think. I'm quite tired today. Yeah, it's clearly a well-kept secret.
Can you give me another?
In tribal Africa, there were and still are black bokors, shaman bent toward the dark, who not only practice necromancy, but also human sacrifice.
Okay. No worries, Random.
Is there anything else you can tell me about black voodoo?
Only that if it's being practiced in this city, none of us are safe.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel. Huh. Do you know anything?
He doesn't know anything about snakes.
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting, from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Right. Where to next? Not quite sure where to go. I seem to be getting a bit lost in this one. I'm probably just because I'm very tired today. I woke up with a very sore head. Let's go to the church. There wasn't much in here. Flags of various countries. There's the altar.
The chancel of St. Louis Cathedral consists of a raised dais, an altar, 2 pedestals, and a choir area.
We've looked at all this already. We need to also get things from there and from there. I need to get this address for this person. We can't go there yet. That's not... We can't do there. Let's go back to the bookstore and try phoning again and see if we can get anything.
Beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
We had to use the phone in here, didn't we? He doesn't like have an address book or anything. Doesn't look like it. Uh, 555. I wonder if I could phone there. Because, I mean, why have a dog advert on there? Because she's got a dog.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you have a Madame Casino as a client?
Madam Casino? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
There we go. We can go visit her now. Right, we'll go do that quick. Map. There.
Yes? Who is it?
Wrong house. Lawn Shark Pet Supply Salesman.
I've got some great pet supplies. Coochie coochie coo, little doggy.
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Is that Fido
Thanks a lot,
Castro?
Yes? Who is it?
Voodoo article.
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you are...
I'm a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away. Yes? Who is it?
Same person as last time.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Casino.
I do not talk to strangers, young man.
Yeah, she's old.
Yes? Who is it?
Land shark.
You are no Bill Murray.
I do like Bill Murray.
Yes? Who is it?
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I am sorry, I am not interested.
She got a letterbox now.
Gabriel stands at the door of an old quarter residence. The neighborhood is a little shabby, but this particular building is freshly painted.
Yes? Who is it?
She's not interested in this
I'm doing
routine.
an article on voodoo, and I heard that you are...
I told you no. This house is under the protection of the saints. Now, go away!
Hmm.
Yes? Who is it?
Wrong house. Never mind.
Fine, good day.
Tall windows flank the front of the mansion.
RPG Wanderer, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. So how are we going to get to talk to her?
It's a piece of brick.
Let's throw it through the window. She'll trust Willie Walker but won't let a nice young man like me in the house. I'll need a totally new approach to get her to trust me enough. How can I get her trust? Something about the church, isn't it? Aha. We couldn't go in here before. Confessional. Kneeler.
May I help you, my child?
Can I ask you a few questions?
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son. You can contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
I understand. Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it'll make you feel better.
I've done some pretty rotten things to my friend Mosley.
Rotten? What do you mean?
Practical jokes, insults, among other things.
I see. Are you sorry?
No.
Well...
Pray for forgiveness and say 3 rosaries. Is there anything else?
I've had a lot of women, Father.
A lot? More than 10?
Yes, Father.
More than 20?
Yes, Father.
More than 40?
Yes, Father.
Son, I don't think this is a matter for a priest. I think you need a good therapist.
If we're counting therapists, then I'm up to at least, let's see here, count the 1 and, this might take a while.
My son, I'm afraid my lunch break is coming on about now. Pray for forgiveness and say 20 rosaries. On second thought, when you finish the math, say that many rosaries.
Gabriel hears him leave the confessional.
Ah. Right.
I should probably add one more rosary for that while I'm at
So
it.
we can go and listen to her
Bad boy.
confession now. If we come out of here and go into there.
I've always wondered how the other half lives.
The old lady will come in, won't she?
The priest's side of the confessional is made of well-oiled wood. There's also a box under the shelf on this side. Inside the box, Gabriel finds a priest collar and some oil used for blessing.
Okay, we're not doing what I thought. We're going to take that and disguise ourselves.
You never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
That oil is for holy purposes, not the sort of thing Gabriel would want to use it for.
So why has it got it there? Do we need to do something with it? Do we need to...
Inside the box is some oil used for blessing.
Can I take some?
That oil is for holy
No, okay.
You never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Let's go back and talk to the lady again. Weather doesn't know what to do today. You've just had the washing in, out in the last 10 minutes. It's a bit wet up here today. But yeah, it's very mixed just now, isn't it?
Yes? Who is it?
Can I not do that?
Wrong house.
Fine, good.
Can I mix that with that? Ah.
Gabriel is carrying a black shirt and priest collar, which,
Yeah, at least it's warmish.
surprise, does not belong to him.
Can I combine that with anything else? No. Right. Can I put that on?
Gabriel is carrying...
Ah,
The
yeah.
disguise is almost ready. I hate to say it, but I need to style my hair to be more... respectable.
Okay, so we needed that oil. So how do we get the oil?
Someone is in that. He hears someone enter and kneel down on the other side.
Father, I'd like to make a confession.
Go on, my son.
I've recently come into a large sum of money.
I don't really see a problem with that.
It's not that, it's how I got it. I literally found a suitcase of money. So I picked it up and took it instead of telling the police or trying to find who it belonged to.
Give it to charity.
Give it up to charity.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Thanks, Father.
The man leaves the confessional.
Now I can say I did one good deed today.
Right, how do I get this oil?
That oil is for holy. Inside the box is some. Gabriel is carrying a lump of clay from the banks of Lake.
I don't know. I'm gonna save there. I'm gonna stop there for today, I think. My head's getting a bit sore again. And I'm tired. Very tired today. Yeah. I'm getting stuck a lot, but it's good though. It's good. I'm getting more used to the interface, I guess, on how to do stuff. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid. And I shall see who's on. Unless anybody's got any suggestions. I've got we've got Bitwizard playing Final Fantasy VII. That's about all I've got just now. Unless anybody got anybody they want to recommend. Otherwise I will go with Bitwizard. Bitwizard's a very relaxing stream usually. Yes, it's been a very quiet day, isn't it? Everybody's been saying that in general. It's just been very quiet. Maybe a lot of people are away, of course, for the long weekend. Yeah, I'll just go with Bitwizard. Let me just set this up. I'll set that going. I will be back tomorrow morning. I am doing a first look of the new Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened adventure game. I'm just going to do that for about an hour tomorrow morning. It's a remastered version, I think. I'm not streaming this Wednesday, but I will be back with Dwarf Fortress on the Thursday. Yeah, I got sent a code for it, Johnny, so I'm going to do a quick first look of it and see how that goes. I will run my credits for the usual 20 seconds before I raid over, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching. If you don't already follow, a follow would be greatly appreciated. But until next time, you all take care, be safe, and let's go say hello to Bitwizard.